We are so excited. We have our shirts on to welcome them. Let's see, get a shot of that. Oh. Yeah, our names. We're really excited.
They're almost here, like half an hour away maybe.
The anticipation is at a very heightened level at this point. It's going to be very exciting.
We know a few of them now. We've been talking to some of the same ones. Joseph told me he'll take me for a ride on his Ski-Doo when I go up there.
Same, I'm scared.
We'll go on little dates, you know. It'll be fun.
It's going to be good fun.
We're excited.
They will always remember you. When you criticize somebody,
The children are here.
forget you. So you got to move when my brother, you got to.
I think they were terrified. We were all jumping up and down, like ready to like swarm them. I remember just the one kid getting off the bus and then going right back on. As soon as he looked at us, they didn't really open up until like after like the end of the first full day.
There are a lot of exchanges to the east and kids from the east coming to the west, but not a lot of exchanges ever go north. I haven't heard of one school exchange that has gone north.
Right now. Yeah, right now.
A few minutes. So what we're going to do, this is the one where you need to be next to someone who's not from your school. So we're going to take about a minute. You'll turn to someone who you don't know who's from the place you're not from. And you'll spend about a minute and you just tell them about yourself. Tell them anything you want about yourself.
And I feel really fortunate. There's lots of stuff to do here, so it's awesome.
Do you have any siblings? Do you have a brother or a sister?
Brothers, sisters? Both.
What?
Hang with my friend.
Okay. Well, what do you like to
Yeah, this is Tristan. He likes going hunting. He shot his first caribou just a little while ago. And likes snowmobiling, hockey also, forward. And yeah, just likes hanging out outside, it sounds like.
So Micah, he likes to go skiing, snowmobile, and playing hockey, forward and defense, and that's it.
Our students here are very lucky to have you brave kids come to Nelson. And I hope that they learn a lot from you, because I think you have very much to share about what Canada really is.
It was kind of a neat idea for them to come down to a totally different area and still feel welcome to be here. Because a lot of times when you go traveling, you're being there as a tourist, kind of not knowing exactly what's going on.
For me, it was really fun to teach them to ski because I have my ski instructor certificate.
Temperature is rising, I hotter, and I jump in. I take a swim, cools me deep within.
I think that the day at Salmo Ski Hill is pretty cool. The skiers are looking good.
Yeah?
I don't know. They're there's been a couple of good falls that I've seen,
Yeah.
so that's pretty awesome.
My temperature is rising up.
Nice. So how do you like skiing so far? Yeah?
Use your last part turning.
Yeah.
Hey, you had some serious speed up top.
Dustin, I think it was Dustin, he got past the fear and he like actually went up all the way to the top of the T-bar and skied all the way down.
So won't you take me back to something natural, like a lake, a river, or a waterfall.
Okay, so what did you think of that? That was Dustin's first day skiing. He's only been skiing for about 4 hours and he's just shredded the hill. Amazing. Way to go, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Good job, Dustin. These students had the chance to come down here and have all of us to welcome them and show them around the cool things in the Kootenays, but also just our personal lives, what we do on a daily basis.
Is that the mall?
No, the mall's far away.
We were downtown and we were walking by some buskers, and one had a fiddle and one had a guitar. And two of the students from up north, Brennan and Malcolm, Brennan plays the fiddle and Malcolm plays the guitar. So they asked if they could play these buskers' instruments, and the buskers was like, oh yeah, sure, totally.
So it's Tuesday and we just came back from our second full day with the kids. We went downtown, we went shopping. They spent a really long time in like Mallards and stuff like that. They really like the sports store, which is cool. But yeah, no, the kids are really starting to get more comfortable, and I think everyone's bonding pretty good. It's fun. And the guys, I think, are definitely, they seem a lot more comfortable quicker than the girls do. But I think Sandra's a good partner that for me. Here, I'll show you where she's sleeping right there, and that's my bed. Yes, it's very cozy in my room. But I think she was a good partner for me, because if I'd been with someone like Joseph or Richard, who were more open and a bit crazier, almost closer to my personality basically, it would have been easy for both of us, but I don't think I would have gotten as much of an experience, because having someone who's a lot shyer than me is a good thing. I think it's a good thing for her too, to be with me. Yeah, no, everyone's doing a good job together right now. Just thought I'd do a little update. Yeah, but I'm having a lot of fun, and it seems like they've been here for so long, but I can't believe it's only Tuesday. At the same time, I'm sure the week will feel like it's been forever, but Friday and, well, Saturday really isn't even that far away, so yeah.
Me and her got along real good. She married me on Facebook.
It's official.
Yep.
No, Richard's my best friend, aren't you, Richard?
Yep.
We're best trip friends.
Yep.
But
best buddies.
no, it's good we didn't stay together though, because I needed to stay with Sandra.
Yeah.
I needed to stay with someone shy so I could bond well. But if Richard and I stayed together, we would have been too easy. We needed a challenge to stay with shy people.
Trying to
question. You liking curling?
Yeah, it's new. Really curly it.
Yeah, have you thrown the rock yet?
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times? Did it go in the circle down there?
Yeah, right in the center.
Right in the center.
Yeah, it stayed stuck.
Well, I like having Cheyenne in the house. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun, and I like doing all the activities because half the stuff I've never done before. Like I've never curled in my life. It's totally new. But yeah, it's super fun and yeah.
A lot warmer. Yeah, this one's a lot warmer, and our ice is real. And this one's artificial. It's cold. Go inside to warm up sometimes on your tongue. Freeze your feet. Yeah. Freeze your ears.
And these guys are insane. They're way too fast for me. I'm trying to chase them around the ice and it's not very effective. So one thing they were all looking forward to it all week and I was just regretting it, knowing I was gonna get slid.
Respect, lack of respect is getting old. Selfish thoughts seem to invade.
What I like about Nelson is fun skiing, fun snowshoeing, fun learning about their caribou here. Lots of laws. Lots of wood. Big trees. The rivers don't freeze here. Lots of girls. Oh, I don't know, it's too much.
I'll glue that off from there. And then I'll put the last one, okay?
Okay. The first thing that we did when the kids got here was we started to create a layout for the 2 different mosaics that we were going to create. The idea around this is that we create 2 and 1 stays here and 1 goes up north back with our kids. I love making collages and doing this is very similar, like picking all these different beautiful pieces of glass and putting them all together. And in a way that's kind of like with the exchange of what we're doing here now. We're taking people from 2 different, very, very different parts of BC or Canada and putting them together and creating this beautiful thing.
I just really enjoyed how all the time they'd be smiling and laughing, and the week they were down here, that was probably one of the times I laughed the most throughout 1 week was when they were down here.
I'm staying! I'm staying, Sonia! I'm staying, man!
You're staying? Okay.
But when they got down here, we were all really eager and keen when they first got here, so I think it made them a bit nervous. But by the end of the week, we were all very close, it felt, and it felt like we'd just gotten to know each other really well as they left.
It just sunk in today in school. I was actually doing this and I couldn't concentrate on my work afterwards. I'm all packed up. I've got lots of socks. I'm going from Castlegar, Vancouver to Edmonton. We're going to spend the night in Edmonton at the Super 9 hotel, not the Super 8. And we're going to be going from Edmonton to Inuvik with 2 stops in Yellowknife and Norman Wells. And then from Inuvik we're going to Fort McPherson and get to see everyone again, and I'm really excited.
Hi. We're gonna be leaving in like, I don't know, 45 minutes or something? An hour. An hour.
Take 1.
We're on the runway.
Yep.
What are you feeling right now?
Super
stoked. Like seriously, like this morning I almost threw up because I was so excited. Oh. So yeah.
How'd you enjoy your first flight?
It's cool.
Yeah? Not too scared at the turbulence?
The plane accelerates really fast. I was surprised.
So we just woke up super early at like 4 something. Now we're about to go through security. And everybody's really tired.
Here we are in Inuvik, like really high up in our little trip here. So we landed here about, I don't know, hour and a half ago or something. I don't even know. I don't even know the time anymore. Well, my hands are freezing, but yeah, this is pretty exciting.
So Gentia, how's the flight?
Long.
How do you feel now that you're here?
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
But you're not quite here yet.
No.
Well, you're here, you're not there. Yeah, one more flight.
So Sebastian, can you tell me what you're eating right now?
A muskox burger.
All right. It looks like very regular old airport food burger.
I'm getting interviewed about it. Well,
muskox.
How do you see a muskox burger in every airport?
While we were flying in the plane, it would just be lakes. It was all these circles of snow, and it just looked so cool because it was rings of lakes surrounded by trees. So it's a very different landscape than what's down here. We got off the plane there and it's just flat and snow. Like there'd be the occasional little rolling hill, but it's a flat place. You can look and it just goes on and on. It seems amazing.
First impressions were that it was really cold. It was like -20 or something. And the trees were like a quarter of the size that they are here. I guess the stunted growth from the cold.
Hey Digby.
Hey Owen. How was your flight?
Nice.
Just get everyone on the other side of the plane there.
Well, the first thing I noticed was as soon as I walked off the plane into the air, I kind of choked a bit and it was like...
Breathe in really deeply and like, is that not? Oh my god. Why does the air hurt? I think it feels beautiful.
Because the air there it was so dry and cold. I kind of coughed for the first couple minutes I was there. I got used to it really quickly, but that was the first thing.
It's so much different than I pictured.
What about your
all the lakes and rivers around here? It was like, I was looking, like, man, you could seriously get lost around here. Like,
It was awesome.
when you meet our generation up there, the kids. They come and go through the community as they wish. They have like free range on using their snowmobiles and going out until late in the night because it's light until like 11:30.
Here I tell my dad and my mom exactly where I'll be, and I normally have a ride arranged to get home and stuff, and it definitely wasn't like that there. And I guess part of that could come from the fact that it's such a small community, but it was just a shock to me, especially with the young children.
So all of them there, they're really close. Like you'll be eating dinner and all of a sudden someone will just come through the door and be like, hey, what's up? And they'll sit down for dinner and everyone's like, welcome, welcome. And they'll just leave whenever and people are just coming and going. We think it's a tight community here in Nelson, but I could say that we're more like skinny jeans down here and they're like spandex up there.
He's wearing these nice little leather boot things called mucklucks with like a boot liner inside them. So they're really soft and really good for snowshoeing.
Okay. Run.
There's Jade running in her snowshoes.
So long ago, the elders know how to do that hide, so it ties tight in a slip thing. I've been shown, but I just can never replicate it. Most people today, you'll see even, those are what we call traditional mucklucks. Like those are snowshoes, those are handmade snowshoes. There's one hanging on the wall. And it's a lost art, because the one guy left in town who knew how to do it just died this winter. They're about $800 for a pair of those. But when people are going out on skidoo, usually they'll always have a pair of snowshoes on their skidoo, in case they break down or something happens. Because imagine if you got stuck out here and had to walk back to McPherson. If you didn't have snowshoes, she'd be a long, miserable hike.
So we had a nice slow morning today, and now we're about to get on the sleds and go to the camps.
To get to our camp, we had to skidoo over some lakes, and I didn't quite realize there were lakes until Leo actually told me that there were lakes, and I was like, what? This is kind of freaking me out. Is the ice going to break or something? We just went camping because that's a big part of their culture, is to go camping in their lifestyle. And we were camping right along the Peel River, so we got to go sledding onto the Peel River.
Okay guys, so where are we right now?
We are at
Joanne's camp.
Yes, for the winter camp.
Working hard to get it all set up.
Yes, yes.
So we're setting up in a McPherson tent.
I tried to open the wood stove.
We got our wood stove, and we had to clear out all the ground.
And me!
We had to clear out the ground.
Now we're making beds for boys.
You have to clear out the ground as much snow as possible because you want it to be warm.
Yeah.
And now we got to weave in the brush.
I found it really fun to go and help set up the boys' tent and just talk to Ruth and Betty and just talk to them about anything. It was really fun.
And visiting the native people up there, they're so unique. We got to visit a group of people who, they're part of the Gwich'in Nation. And the Gwich'in Nation, there's not very many of them at all. They're so small and no one speaks the language. Well, there's a few of the elders that still speak the language, but even then it's only in prayer, and only like the kids our age, they probably know like 1 or 2 words.
So going up there initially, I had a lot of questions surrounding Aboriginal culture and the history of their community and the whole residential school system that they had gone through. And we had a chance to talk to an elder, Eileen Cooey, who answered a lot of those questions for us.
It was so touching to get to speak to her. And originally I wasn't going to go, and then I decided that I might never ever get another chance to speak with someone who'd gone through this.
The way that she told her story was almost like comforting. Like I've gone through this, but I'm a better person for it. And not that she had expressed that, but it's just the way that she told it made it feel that way.
She'd come to a point in her life where she was able to forgive everything that had happened and share what she had learned from it.
Well, this is the visitor center in Inuvik, and it's pretty cool. There's all sorts of stuff around, like this musk off, and there's all those stuff.
Got this ancient soul. He's living in a world that sometimes feels so cold. He sits and watches his people in passing, smiling at them, but he is not always laughing.
Well, it's hard getting the dogs to go fast, but like every once in a while you get them to run, but then they slow down.
Yeah.
That's good.
It was a cool experience.
He writes his world away, yeah. We talk our life away, yeah.
The snowmobiles at the beginning, first time I went on it, he let me drive, and within 2 minutes I crashed it into a huge pile of snow, and it took us 10 minutes to get out. But I got the hang of it after a bit.
We living our life away, we pushing our life away. You're gonna wait until it's too late. Why you gonna wait until it's too late? No, don't wait until it's too late. He's never known just where he should go. He's always been taken by the flow.
At the carnival, Mike and I found a huge cliff into a big pile of snow, and it was probably 18, 20 feet or something, and it was really fun because you just sunk in.
Nobody's got the big meaning of life. We just entrenched with our self-fueled strife. Used to be things is not done enough. We just thinking the job's too tough.
So sick!
Such a hard time. Where can you find a peace of mind? Giving ourselves such a hard time. Where can we find a peace of mind? I'm giving myself such a hard time. Yeah, I want a peace of mind. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. He writes his world away,
Oh my god! That was so scary. So when we went up north on the last 2 nights, there were dances, and it's not like a dance that you'd have here where it's all top 40s and stuff. It's you go and there's live fiddle and guitar players, and you jig and you square dance and you waltz. it's so fun, and the dances go to like 4 in the morning, and it was really entertaining watching some of our students try and jig. It was pretty funny.
I've been having a great time in Fort McPherson. This is definitely not the last time I'm coming back. I honestly had the best time. I had the time of my life, better than any of the family vacations I've ever gone on.
How sad are you to leave?
I'm so sad. I don't want to leave. It's just I don't want to go back. Nelson isn't fun compared to it. Nelson's just like school, and like we don't even get to ski anymore because the ski hill is closed.
We were leaving out of the airport. I remember seeing the 4 students that were there. At that point, I was just really happy and really proud of myself that I had done that. And at the beginning, I had sort of thought, well, no, I probably won't do it, but I pushed myself to actually go onto the exchange and to sign up. And I'm really glad I pushed myself that much.
I felt really connected with these kids that are different origin than me, but they're all the same. They're all kids. They're all really, really funny, and I really want to not be able to just judge somebody before I really get to know them. Yeah, these are some of my best friends, I feel now.
Just going to another community that's so close yet so far away to us in the world, it's such an important thing, because I think going to another community and seeing different people, it just reopens your eyes and reminds you that there's so much more out there than just you and just what's going on in your life. I think empathy and understanding for other people is one of the most important things we can have as human beings.
I noticed that I've started to just kind of keep my judgments to myself, and because it was very different up there. People have different cultures and everything, and they may look differently or dress differently or talk differently, and I've tried to incorporate that into my everyday life.
First of all, I got to see how big Canada is. I really didn't have that much of an idea of the expanse of our own nation and how much there is for me still to see and to travel. It definitely opened up my heart in ways of wanting to see more of our own Canadian culture. Getting to see the northern culture was so precious, and I really want to go back and stay up in Fort McPherson again for sure.
Away from the busy, cultured lifestyle of the more modern cities, peace and tranquility may be found. Can a week in a town, far detached from anywhere, with a minuscule population of 800, forever change someone? Can we learn to further appreciate the subtle luxuries of our lifestyle? Maybe not everything has to be modernized. Maybe it is better left alone. The Gwich'in people of Fort McPherson Northwest Territories have and continue to defy those probabilities. They are some of the most peaceful, welcoming, and simple people I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. The little town seemed almost dormant as we arrived. We were welcomed at the school by a huge spread of food that included caribou. My first time experiencing the distinctly wild taste. The first dinner was a wonderful start to the week that would teach and humble each and every one of us Southerners. Sitting around the campfire after a day full of snowmobiling and setting up tent, we watched for the northern lights to fill the beautiful starry sky. That light show was far beyond anything man-made, any attempt at copying it, and sleeping between the cambered walls of our tent while the wood stove was burning, I was completely at peace. I think it was the simplicity.
Thank you.